Hello, Cancer. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Cancer is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. If there is anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Cancer, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And here we have the Hierophant. This is some fixed earth energy. This, I think, is talking about your involvement with a larger group of people. Okay? Could be work, could be a group of friends, it could be an organization, could be a church, temple, lodge, order. It's about your relationship to some institution. Okay? And perhaps we're talking about your role within that institution. All right. And I'm wondering if there's maybe a decision on your plate right now, whether you're going to further your involvement with this group or if you're pulling away from this group. Right? Because I feel like there's a reason why this is the central issue right now. It's you and this group. Now, who are this? Could be the family. Right? This could be your group of friends, right? Let's put that into some context and see what is going on here. Well, now we've got a 9 of Pentacles. So this is really, I think what we're doing is we're seeing a lot of progress with our involvement in that group, okay? And maybe your involvement is really leading this group towards success. Now, it could be a work thing. It could be, I don't know, it could be a musical group. I don't know what it is. But it's making progress. You're achieving something here. Yeah. Let's see. 3 of Cups. Star. Ooh, the Star card. We haven't seen the Star card in a while here, have we? And the High Priestess. And the Death card. Very interesting here. I feel like this is real. I think you're very much enjoying your role in this group. Because I think there's a lot of success here. Okay? I think that it's something that you have you've chosen to become involved with because it's kind of been revealed to you that this is part of your path. It feels like this is your fate, right? It feels like this is where you're supposed to be. But I think there are some changes that are taking place. I think you're looking for maybe a different role within that group, or maybe, I don't know, maybe you feel that you deserve a little bit more recognition for your contributions. Okay, let's see what else we have. 6 of Pentacles, but then the Four of Cups, right? This is what we want. This is what we're getting. Okay. Now we've got the Lust or Strength card and the 6 of Cups at the end. So this is what we want. This is what we're getting. But I think we're kind of, we're standing up for ourselves in a way. We are putting ourselves out there. We're asserting ourselves. Nothing's going to be handed to you. Right? You're not going to get, and if this is a work thing, you're not going to get the promotion just without, asking for it, let's say. So I think that this is really you stepping into your kind of confident, assertive energy, which this is a Leo card. This is the Strength card, right? So it's kind of like you're stepping into your Leo energy a little bit, and you're asking for what you want. And guess what? You're going to get it. Here's the 6 of Cups. This is the fulfillment of what we're kind of secretly wishing for. We have to go out and ask for it, right? Because, yeah, you've been contributing a lot to this situation. Here's the 6 of Pentacles. You're the reason why this is so successful right now. But you kind of, we've got this Death card in kind of the, I guess, the future position. But this is kind of what we're looking at. And we're looking at it like something's got to change. Things can't exist the way they've been existing right now. We can't stay in this fixed earth energy. You're not going to continue doing the same level of work, without kind of there being an equal proportion of, recognition or appreciation. And with the 3 of Cups here, it's not even that like you feel you deserve more money, which you do. But this is almost like you want to just be recognized. You want there to be some sort of acknowledgement of your work, right? And that's why this is a 3 of cups and not a 3 of pentacles, right? And really the primary thing that we see is the water energy. So this is more about you just feeling appreciated and feeling seen and feeling recognized and feeling kind of included, rather than, and because see, what I'm feeling now is almost that you've been doing all the hard work, but somebody else has been taking credit, right? That somebody else has, I don't know what exactly this is, but I feel like you've been coming up with the good ideas. You've been doing the work and making things happen. And I do, with the Star card, I feel like it's really that you've had a lot of good ideas that have then been implemented and proven to be good ideas. But somebody else is kind of receiving the accolades for that, right? And that, of course, that's going to rub anybody the wrong way, all right? Let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown. We're just going to try to get one out of here. And we're going to put Mr. Ed the Tiny Horse right there on top. We're not going to look at that card until the very end, but it will tie everything together. And it will give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. If at any point during this program you feel like you know what that card is, put your prediction in the comments, all right? Now let's look at the major arcana. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A lot of major arcana, right? This is where you belong. This is where you need to be. This is where you are really thriving. This is where you are having all your great ideas, right? This is where you're evolving into the very best version of yourself, right? Everything here is really perfect, except you're not really feeling the love that you want. You're not getting the, I think, recognition, the appreciation. It doesn't feel like you're really being accepted as an equal somewhere, right? So we got that 4 of Cups. It's just kind of like, what's my future here? Am I really part of this, or am I being taken for granted, right? There's all these kind of feelings going on, and otherwise this is perfect. You feel like this is where you really want to be. So there's this secret wish that, that this last little piece, which, it's an important piece, right? That the relationship between you and the other people or the group itself will improve. Right? We'll find the harmony and the love and the sense of family I think you feel it. I think you want this to be like a family thing, But right now, I think that you kind of feel that you're a little bit of an outcast even, or that you're not quite looked at as an equal. That's changing, okay? That's changing. And maybe this is still something that's quite new. Maybe you're still kind of going through that probationary period, that given a little bit more time, you're going to be welcomed with open arms. Maybe it's just a matter of having to kind of pay your dues. For 90 days probation period, and then you're kind of a fully vested member of the team. Yeah, could be something like that going on. But I feel like we have to continue to assert ourselves. Now, if you're having a problem with your asking for what you want, or kind of poking your head up and making yourself seen, allowing yourself to be noticed. I think that's kind of part of what this Lust card is, and that's in the position of what's difficult for you, okay? It's not easy for you to really stand out from the crowd. It's kind of, in I think, kind of stereotypical Cancer fashion, we like to be in the background a little bit. So I kind of have that feeling that you're contributing a lot of good ideas, but you're letting somebody else kind of present them to the company, let's say, as an example, right? I think the Lust card is really saying that we've got to stand up and we've got to be the show person. We've got to be the one up on stage giving the presentation. We've got to be the charismatic one. And even if you aren't, even if you don't feel that way, you have your own unique personality that, yes, it might not be as flashy or as, as polished as some of the other people around you, but you've got something very unique that you can contribute. And if you just stand up and use your voice and have the confidence. Your unique personality is going to come out, and I think it's going to be very well received. I think that you're offering something to this group, to this institution, to this thing that you're involved with. You're offering something very unique, very refreshing. And I think it's just a matter of kind of getting the confidence to raise your hand. Maybe this is a school thing. Maybe it's work. Maybe it's family, friends. I don't know. Right? Maybe it is something at the church, temple, lodge, I don't know, book club even. I don't know. I'm not sure. But the courage to stand up, to raise your hand, to stand up and go to the front and make your presentation, right? And maybe this is even the courage to kind of go to the boss or the management and say, look, this is what I've been doing, and this is, I deserve some sort of promotion or some sort of, I don't know, if it's recognition or whatever it is. I think there is a monetary thing here too. The Six of Pentacles here, it's kind of like you're doing the work. You're doing work that is equal to, if not better than, everybody else, but you're not getting compensated the same way. Okay, I think financially, and I think as well as just in terms of recognition and appreciation, right? And that's why we're going from a 3 and we get the 4. What we're going to eventually get is the 6 of Cups. And I think this is really, I think a turning point is coming, because the Death card here in the future, things are not staying the same. All right. And this is almost, I don't want to say this is an ultimatum, but I kind of feel as if you're almost on the verge of an ultimatum. I wouldn't do that. The Death card is talking more about a slow and gradual evolution of something rather than, look, you pay me more today or I'm out of here. Chances are they're going to show you the door, right? The Death card is slow and gradual progress. It's not an ultimatum, okay? And that, I think, is very important and very clear in these cards, that this is going to be a slow and gradual thing. And so maybe this is part of that idea that, we have to go through that probationary period. There is that, 30, 60, 90 day, whatever it is. That probationary period before we're a fully vested member, okay? And then I think it will be very much a 6 of Cups feeling of unity, family, right? A feeling of equality, really, right? There's equilibrium now. And between the 6 of Cups and the 6 of Pentacles, I feel like you're going to be recognized as being an equal, as having, contributions to this team that are as good, if not better, than the people around you, right? This 9 of Pentacles right here in the middle, this is a lot of progress, okay? And this, I think, is the visible sign of progress. It's really obvious that the things you're doing now are making a difference, okay? And I think it's important that we claim credit for these things, but not in a way that is too overt, We got to try to be a little bit subtle about it. And I think that's part of this High Priestess energy, is that we don't just come right out and say, look at all this good work that I've done. We don't want to do it in that sort of fashion, but we do deserve to be compensated for what we're contributing, and to have the recognition for the work that you're doing here. Okay? Because without you, I don't think that this group, this team, this company, whatever it is, I don't think they would be seeing the type of growth that they're seeing right now. Right? I think your ideas, your participation here, your contributions are directly affecting the growth of this thing. Okay? And I think you obviously know that. And we just want to make that visible to everybody else without appearing as if we're trying to make it visible to everyone. We're not trying to show off, but we're trying to be proud of what we're doing, but not arrogant, right? And that's kind of the problem with this card, because this is a lot of pride, and there's a very fine line between pride and arrogance, of being confident in the work that you're doing, and yes, wanting to say, look what I've accomplished, and how that is perceived by others around you, right? So we have to be quite tactful, and again, that's part of this high priestess energy is using a little bit of tact here. Okay. I think you really are, in this case, I feel like you're a visionary. This star card is very important back here. Not only does this feel like it's where you truly belong, but it feels like you're contributing something that really, like, nobody else has been able to offer this place. If it's, and again, I don't know if it's a group of friends, family members, if it's a company that you work for, if it's a church, a temple, a lodge, maybe there's something at school, or maybe you're doing some sort of research, I don't know. But you have ideas that nobody has really thought of before. You're a bit of a visionary here, right? And I think that your star, your spirit, your spiritual light, your divine light has guided you here, has led you here. This is where you belong, right? And now we've just got to kind of feel out how we really can ease our way into this in a way that's comfortable for us, right? The Three of Cups underneath the surface, yeah, you really are hoping that this is going to be as emotionally and spiritually pleasing as it is kind of physically, financially, and intellectually stimulating, I would say. You want this to be like a family. You want this to feel right. You don't want to feel any kind of uneasiness, And so you've got very high expectations, right? And contrasting with the Four of Cups over here, they're not really being fulfilled. Nothing's really terrible at this place, but nothing is really as joyous as you kind of were hoping that they would be, right? And so I think some of that is the recognition, some of that is the close personal bonds with people. And it might be that you're having, it's kind of a slow start getting to know other people here, okay? For one thing, we don't see any air energy here. We have major, 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 major. We don't have any fire. We've got a lot of water, and we've got our earth, right? So what we need is a little bit of fire. What we also need is a little bit of air. Maybe we've got to start putting forth the effort to communicate with our coworkers, friends, family members, teammates, whatever they are, to start forging some of those personal bonds. Get to know people, on a level outside of just the work itself, right? And maybe you're retired. Maybe this is a community thing. I don't know what it is, right? But get to know people on a more personal level. Yeah. So I think that some of the swords energy is needed. I think maybe this mystery card is going to be some swords energy, some sort of air, right? Maybe a Six of Swords. Yeah, I think that would be good. The Six of Cups that we have, I think, is the ultimate outcome here. And this is really a sense of close bonds with people, intimate bonds, really connecting with people on a personal level. I feel like this is really the place that you're gonna feel comfortable and say, yeah, these are my people. This is where I belong. This is my home, right? Maybe you move to a new neighborhood or something, and this is kind of what's going on. This is really that sense of family, that sense of community, that sense of being comfortable, that sense of home, the sense of, I feel right now in this moment that everything's perfect. Like if this day could just go on forever, this is the perfect day. And I feel like this is in your future, but we've just got to allow it to evolve naturally and slowly over time. We don't want to do any kind of ultimatums. We don't want to make any abrupt changes. I feel like there's kind of this subtle implication that, well, if they're not going to recognize me for the work I'm doing, I'm going to stop doing it. Right? Maybe they'll notice when I take it away, right? That's not what's being indicated here. We're being shown, again, the death card, not the tower card, right? The tower card is like, yeah, give them an ultimatum. Tower card would say, they're going to notice you when you stop doing the work that you've been doing, right? Then they're going to notice you. But we don't want to do that right now, right? We want to be slow and steady and gradual. We want to ease through this thing, okay? We don't want to make any kind of hasty or impulsive decisions right now. I do want to do one Metatron Oracle card. See if we get any further insight with this. All right, there we go. I think that's good. Review and reflection. Time out needed. Yeah, it's just don't do anything. Don't do anything wild. Don't do anything crazy right now. Don't make any sudden moves. Just review, reflect, allow things to develop naturally, follow your intuition, and, try to work on these things that are not so apparent right now. The fire energy, we need some fire. The air energy, we need a little bit of air, right? You're kind of, what it feels like to me is that you're kind of in the background waiting for everybody to, to see you and recognize you and to celebrate you. Well, you got to put yourself out there a little bit and make the first move to, to be friendly with people or to connect on a personal level. Yeah. Let's check the mystery card, yeah? I'm thinking fire or air, right? If you have a prediction for this card, put it down in the comments. Let's see what we've got. Well, it is air, and it's a 6. So now we've got 6 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups, and a 6 of Swords. The 6 of Swords, I think, is really, to me, it's, for one thing, it's communicating how we feel, right? Because we're bringing the swords along on this boat, crossing the water, right? So we're connecting with people on the level that we are looking for. We're hoping for this sense of family, this sense of community, this sense of home and love and connection. Well, we've got to start interacting with people on that level. If that's what we want, we have to embody that right now, right? So we start having conversations. We start treating people like they're our family members, treating people, showing people that we care about them. It doesn't have to be overdone. You don't want to make it like, exaggerated where it seems fake or something, but to start having, personal conversations, open up a little bit about yourself. Right? So the 6 of Swords is that kind of harmonious communication. And if that's what we want here, we have the earth and the water. If that's the kind of life that we want, we've got to take the first steps to do that. This is an active element, right? The fire and the air are active elements, where water and earth are passive elements. So we have this ideal situation that we want. In order to get that, we have to make the first move. We have to be the one to start the conversation, right? So I think this is perfect. This is right on the money. Now we're going to do an extended reading too. If you want to stick around, there is a link up top and there is one down below. New readings for Cancer every Tuesday and Friday, 6 a.m. Chicago time. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free, does not cost you anything. Leave a comment, let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we're all in this together.